Hi everyone, this is Anna with Forak Fysique, and today one of the topics that we get asked about a lot and people want us to cover is cravings. Basically, how do you deal with cravings while in a diet? How do you deal with cravings when you're done with your diet and you want to just maintain your physique? Everyone gets cravings, no matter how experienced you are in the world of fitness and bodybuilding. No matter how many years you've been on a diet, people still late at night, always want to munch on something, and it's hard to stick to your diet plan. Well, the biggest question is, how do you stick to your diet plan, from the day-to-day basis? And one of the most important things to understand is, are you really hungry? Are you drinking your water? If your stomach is rumbling and you're really hungry, you should probably let your dietitian or your nutritionist know that you are starving basically on their meal plan. And if you're making your own meal plan, perhaps you should add more protein to your diet. That way you're going to make sure that you're not experiencing a significant amount of muscle loss. And second thing is, make sure that you are drinking enough water. When we make our diet plans for all of our athletes and customers, we make sure to include the amount of water that they should be drinking. If you are actually drinking the amount of water you should be in between all of your meals, you should be feeling relatively full. So one good rule is to drink, your water. I drink a couple of these a day. This is 1.5 liters, and always make sure that I have all the water in that I'm supposed to be drinking before I even approach my next meal. But however, we still get those cravings for sweets, for whatever it may be. So one of my biggest tricks that I use, and I know that others athletes have used, is to drink BCAAs. They're not only for your cardio sessions and your workout sessions. Your BCAAs will help you kill those sweet cravings. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm super hungry, and I keep some BCAAs by my bed and already mixed, and they're like in a little shaker cup, and if I'm super hungry, I just drink those BCAAs, and I can go back to sleep without usually any problems, especially when I'm dieting pretty hard for a show. The cravings could get pretty bad. So a lot of the cravings we get are psychological, and sometimes I crave chocolate, and that means I usually take a little bit of cocoa powder, the ones that's unsweetened and without any sugar, and I just have a little bit of it, and it helps kill those cocoa chocolate cravings. Also, what I usually do is I have a big stash of different flavors of green tea, and there's some really nice brands. Make sure it's organic and it doesn't have a lot of pesticides in it. But if you add a little bit of nice stevia to it, make sure also you're not experiencing any problems with stevia as well. I add a little bit of stevia to it and mix it, and I drink it all the time. So coffee also is one of those things that really does help you, get going in the morning. And I would drink like 1 cup of coffee, and then I would drink my water, and then I would drink more tea with stevia, and then before you know it, the next meal rolls around. Also, make sure that you are staying busy, that you're not just standing there in the kitchen all the time and thinking about the food. Go do your errands, go watch a movie, go read a nice book, or, browse your social media on Instagram or whatever it is that you do. Read a good article, and the time will pass for your next meal. If you are really hungry and you want something to munch on, you can always have some celery or cucumbers or anything like that with salsa, or some people do powdered peanut butter, powdered peanut powder, I'm sorry. and that usually helps them. However, I personally have an allergy to peanuts, so I stay away from peanut butter. Some people take a supplement in order to help them kill the cravings, and one of those is called Relora, which is R-E-L-O-R-A, and it helps you fight those cravings mentally. I've taken Relora before, it has helped me, but I don't take it right now at the moment. Also, gum, of course, is popular. Make sure though you're not chewing too much gum all the time, because that will prevent you from drinking all of your water. And also the sucralose in the gum or whatever sweetener that they're using is not always good for your gut health. Which leads me to my next point, and that is glutamine. Make sure that you're adding glutamine to your BCAAs, or that you're taking about 5 grams or so. That's pretty much everything that I wanted to cover in terms of cravings. I did want to say that the more you diet, the easier it gets. So the more you practice your good eating and you prep your food on time and you don't skip your meals and you don't wait too long between your meals, you should be eating your protein about 2.5 to 3 hours, and don't wait more than that, because that will make you very hungry and you'll be prone to overeating. Also, if you're at the grocery store, if you see something that you shouldn't be eating that's not in your diet plan, don't buy it. Because if you're going to stare at it in your fridge or in your cupboard and you're going to be looking at it all the time, most likely you're going to be wanting to eat it. Also, another good rule is to keep a lot of veggies that are prepped that you can just eat easily. They're low in calories. Good examples, aside from the ones I listed, would be you know, spinach, romaine lettuce, zucchini, mushrooms, asparagus. So all those create volume in your stomach, and that kind of fills you up and prevents you from overeating. There are also some cute little protein recipes that you can look online, and you know, for like little mud cakes or whatever you might want to do. However, do keep in mind that those are still calories, and they do end up you know, adding up at the end of the day. So, you know, don't go off having like 4 more scoops of protein powder late at night because you're craving something. Which takes me to my next point is make sure that you have a cheat meal once a week. Most of the diet plans that my husband creates, his name is Forak, he's the head coach for Forak Fysique. Most of the plans that he creates give people 1 cheat meal per week. And you can have anything you want to then. You know, don't go binge eating, you know, and trying to stuff yourself full and make yourself sick. But, you know, you can have a nice burger and fries and, you know, your brownie or ice cream or wine or whatever it is that you might have wanted to this whole time. You know, but you get this free-for-all card once a week to eat what you want. Also, we're going to be making more posts on the holiday season and how to basically go to parties and still kind of drink a little bit of alcohol and still make sure that you're sort of sticking to your diet. You can go and have a little bit, you know, and enjoy some fun time with your friends. Make sure that the drinks are not full of sugar, because that is where the pitfall happens. You know, stick to different kinds of liquors, and that will be in another post. You can follow us for more diet tips and advice, and also, of course, fitness tips and workouts. Make sure to subscribe to our Forak Fysique channel, and we will see you next time. Thank you.